Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dr. Shoro Kumar. I'm going to present a case on ophthalmia neonatal, which was found out to be due to gonococcus. A 3-day-old child came to us from Dhonipur, Kachar, Assam. It is a rural part of Assam. In emergency hours on February 2019. The mother complained of discharge from both eyes from one day. The discharge was from both the eyes and it was gradually increasing in severity. It was associated with swelling of the lids, so which led to closing of the eyes. And there was no history of any trauma during or after delivery. There was no history of any installation of any substance after birth or insect bites. The child was delivered at a local PHC at term pregnancy by normal vaginal delivery. There was no history of premature rupture of membranes or use of any forceps during delivery. The child cried after birth and breastfeeding was started within half an hour of delivery. On taking the history of parents, we found that the mother had a complaint of discharge from vagina since 8th week of gestation. Otherwise, she was apparently normal and she had not taken medication for this discharge. Also, the father of the child had discharged from urethra since last 6 months. While both the parents refused having any multiple sexual partners, the family belonged to a very low socioeconomic status and lived in a kacha house with very poor sanitation. They lived in as a joint family and with their parents, and all were apparently having good health. On examining the child, we found that the child was afebrile and active. He was feeding well. On systemic examination, it was all normal. On examination of the eyes, the lids were edematous and the conjunctiva was congested with very perforating discharge. We can see in these pictures the eyes were, the lids are edematous and the lashes are matted with profuse discharge, and it cannot be opened easily. So using Descemet's retractor, we had to open the eyes to examine the case, and we took some swabs for cultural sensitivity, gram staining, and KOH mount. I found that it was a gram-negative diplococci. So subsequently, we took swabs from the parents also, vaginal swabs and urethral swabs from father and mother, also found the gram-negative diplococci. So we went for the virology of the child, and it was found negative. The sepsis screen, which was advised by pediatrics, also we did. It was also found to be negative. This is the microbiology. This is the under microscope picture of the conjunctival swab. We can see multiple polymorphonucleoside cells along with diplococci, intracellular diplococci. The microbiological report showed multiple gram-negative diplococci suggestive of gonococcus. So we sent the parents to the STD clinic, and from the STD clinic they were advised kit 1 and kit 2 as per NACO protocol, and the conjunctival and the swabs were taken from the parents also, and virology was done. Both were negative. So a diagnosis of gonococcal ophthalmia neonatal was attained. We started the treatment of systemic antibiotic along with local antibiotic. Local antibiotic we gave azithromycin. On day 2, the discharge of the patient of both the eyes reduced along with the reduction in edema. By day 5, we can see that there is spontaneous eye opening along with no edema. The child was happy and he was alert. He was taking food normally. So the take-home message of my presentation is that though the incidence of gonococcal conjunctivitis is reduced substantially in recent years, but it is still prevalent in very rural and remote parts of the country. So high index of suspicion in such cases is necessary. And whenever we suspect if a case of gonococcal conjunctivitis, then we have to take history from the parents, and so that we can take proper care and prevent complications in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sora. Dr. Shalu, would you like to lead the discussion on this one?
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Sora. This is, gonococcal conjunctivitis, as you have emphasized, is very rarely seen these days. And in infant, we should keep this as a high index of suspicion. And hygiene is very important. Parental history, you have already emphasized that we should take the parental history. So, and well-managed case, this was a good case.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, it was an interesting case because these are sort of things only in our textbooks. It's once in a while, it is good to see these unusual cases and manage them well.